what service that you are launching to your audience. And for those of you, if this is your very, very first time watching me, my name is Letitia Campbell, and I am your sales success strategist. I help coaches and service providers package up their best work, launch it to the world, and generate more sales online. And I do this all inside of my Sexy Brand Building Formula 12-week course. So what I'm going to talk to you guys about this amazing, what's today? Today's Wednesday. I want to talk about why you need to launch your course now. Earlier this morning, I did go live, and you guys wanted to find out and learn more about how to launch your course, how to productize your course, why you need to launch your course in the first place. I don't care if you are a product-based company. I don't care if you're an author. I don't care if you're a speaker. You absolutely need to launch a program. So my sister-in-law, she just went live about a couple of minutes ago, and she is an entrepreneur, and she's also a restaurant owner. Thank you, Madai. And I spoke to her the other night, and I said, you know, how about you start doing virtual cooking classes? It makes total sense. And now I know a lot of times people feel that they don't want to do something like that because they feel like, well, if you have a brick and mortar, right, and you're offering virtual classes or virtual courses, that means nobody's going to go to your brick and mortar anymore. That means that if you're monetizing it on social media, people are going to be like, well, why do I need to actually come into your location? And actually, that's vice versa. More people will come to your location. Welcome, Therese. If you create digital courses, digital services, digital trainings, you actually get more traction, more traffic in any of your locations when you guys do that. So I don't want you guys to miss out on opportunities and income because you're nervous and afraid that would saturate your brand if you decide to go digital and create digital courses and digital assets. So you got to create your course. You just have to. And I'm just going to go over the 3 things that is going to absolutely help you launch your course immediately. I'm also going to be having a free training that's going to be coming up tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys head on over to bit.ly/LC training 2000, LC free training, LC Free Training 2019. You'll be able to register for that training and all of my trainings for the rest of the year. Okay, so all you guys have to do is register one time, and then you'll be registered for all the trainings, right? So really quickly, guys, those of you who are watching live or on the replay, tell me, what are you guys launching this month? What are you guys launching this month? Madai says training individuals to be amazing life coaches. So Madai, you training people how to become a life coach, or are you going to be the life coach for your clients? Which is it? Because the thing is that if you're training people how to be a life coach, they have to automatically see that you have worked with dozens of people and help them launch their life coaching business, and also help them be able to launch successful life coaching business. And a lot of times when you are offering opportunities for other people to become a coach or a mentor or a strategist, if you're not giving them assets like websites, funnels, membership sites, Facebook ad stuff. Thank you so much, Therese, for posting the information for the free training. It's just going to be a listen shop, and nobody's going to have the assets. So if I were you, I would suggest that you work with women who needs a life coach, who needs to learn more about managing their day-to-day activity, learn more about how to live a better life. Yeah, and once you gain success with that, you reach that, multiple figure mark, now you can actually become somebody who can train, motivate, and mentor women to actually become life coaches. I did not become an actual business coach until I launched my own course, until I was able to work in a business that I climbed all the way to the top of the compensation plan. Hey, what's up, MJ Muffin? And that way, in turn, I just basically launched my course and just showed everyone exactly what I did, how I built my business. Thank you for sharing 420. exactly how I build my business and what have you. Awesome. Therese is actually launching her VA services. Hey, Jay Perry, welcome on Periscope. That's amazing because business owners need VAs. I had two conversations with two young ladies this morning, and it's so quick when you're building a business. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I know a lot of people online make it look easy, and it's not. Okay. Thank God I have Therese as my head VA. I'm still in the process of hiring more VA interns to work under Therese, because you just need the help. You can't do this by yourself. Even though I work from home full time, you still need the help. You still need the help as always, right? So what else are you guys launching? Tell me, put it in the chat. Let me know what you guys are launching this month. It's anything you can turn into a digital product. Just like I was mentioning before about my sister-in-law when I had a conversation with her last night. I said, you can actually turn this restaurant business, this cooking business, this catering business into a digital course where women come in, they learn how to create some awesome meals, and they're able to, eat from home and not having to worry about going out there and getting Uber Eats, going out there and getting Grubhub, and they know what's in their food because they're cooking it. And now you're helping families come together and eat around the table. So today I was so proud of her. I actually shared it on my personal page on Facebook. She went live and she was making rice and beans. She made chicken and gravy, and she's actually right now, I think she's still live right now. She's actually making cabbage. Yes, I'm super duper proud of her. So let's talk about the 3 things you need in order to launch a course. The 3 things that you cannot do without. You need these 3 things. People assume that you have to have the mindset for business, right? Like people get so pumped, like before they get on stage or before they go live, they start to, get all pumped, like I can do this, and things like that. But if you don't have a plan, you're not going to be successful in this industry. Somebody please type in the word #plan. You have to have a plan. There's a lot of coaches out there that's going to butter you up, get you motivated. But once you get inside, there's no plan. There's no ascension model that you need to take that's going to allow you to not only propel yourself, but also propel the people that you are working with. So you have to have a plan. Okay, that's why I love doing sales, teaching people sales strategy, because even though if you have an idea of what your brand is, what your mission is, what your brand color is, right? And you don't know how to sell, you don't have a game plan on how to sell your course, you're not going to make any money. You're just not. You got to have a freaking game plan. Thank you so much, Therese. So these are the 3 things that you absolutely need. You need to know the needs of your audience. You need to know the needs of your audience. You need to know the needs of your perfect client. You just need to know what are their needs, not on what your needs are. I get it. As an entrepreneur, we feel that our needs is to get a website. You don't need a website right now. Let me be the first to tell you that you do not need a website right now. Some people will tell you that your needs is to get some beautiful and amazing graphics. Your needs is to get all these things that is not going to make you money right now. Like I was just talking to one of my clients last night. I said, girl, get out there, make the money, and you can hire people to do everything else. People only care about if you solve their problem. That's it. I've seen some people with the prettiest websites in the world, but their programs suck, right? They have no idea how to help you. You're not getting value, and your wheels are just spinning, right? But you're not clear on what your game plan is to launch and sell your course. So you have to know the needs of your audience. Do not base your business on your personal perfection when you have to think about what is my audience saying about showing me how to build that perfect course for them. Does that help anybody real quick? Like y'all can type in the comments right now, what is the needs of your dreamy customer? And if you haven't done so already, hop on over to bit.ly/LC free training 2019. I'm going to be doing the training tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be talking about tribe building. You definitely don't want to miss this because it's going to be amazing. bit.ly/LC free training 2019. Number 2 is that you need to know your dreamy customers' pain points. I saw your name come through, Madai. Thank you, sis. You need to know their pain points. Some of y'all are not getting real. Can I just say that, please? Can I just be honest? Thank you for sharing 420. Some of y'all are not being real. And I say this in the most loving, nicest way possible. It's like we want to sugarcoat people's problems instead of forcing them to make a decision. And I was talking about this last night. I said you gotta make your audience make a decision. You gotta make them decide, do they want to build their best life or they don't? And if they decide that they're all confused and all over the place and they don't want to build their best life, you have to move on to the next. Spending too much energy, and I was telling Madai this a long time ago, on people that cannot afford or have the mindset to come up with the money to afford your program or your service, you have to move on. You know why you have to move on? Is because you're going to start to have business resentment. You're going to resent your business. And last night, one of my clients was telling me how she's doing a lot of discovery calls and nobody's buying. I said, because you're talking to the wrong people. And her response to that, well, I want to talk to people. I said, before I get on a call with somebody, there's a survey that you fill out. And in that survey, it lets me know whether or not you are willingly able to invest in coaching. If you're not able to invest in coaching, I'm not going to talk to you on a one-on-one call. I'm not. Even on my calls are an hour, I go even longer than that, right? And she was like, well, when I first started to work with somebody and, I couldn't afford it at the time. I couldn't afford her program at the time. But then I was able to come up with the money and get inside. I said, well, not everybody's like you. See, that's the problem why we're losing money, y'all. And why we're sitting here, we're on calls with people that can't afford or they're just cheap or they got to ask their husband for money. Is because we assume that people are just like us. When I first started in my business, I spent well over $15,000 to $50,000. And I thought that everybody was just like me. Not everybody's like you. Sometimes you are just that unicorn. You are just that one of a kind type of woman that is so serious about being successful that you're willing to pay any price. I was willing to pay any price. If I had to move money around, do this and do that hustle, I'm going to make it happen come hell or high water. But not everybody's like me. Not everybody's like you. So you guys have to understand that, you getting out there and focused on what is my audience pain point and talking to the right people. So let me give you an example. If you're selling cheap products and you think that you're going to reach financial independence, that is a total lie. 420 said, not everyone values time and time is money for your business. Absolutely. Not everybody values your time. You may be that person that values somebody else's time, but let me tell you something, 99% of the world is not like that. You know what I'm saying? And we always assume that people are like us and when it comes to spending habits and investing habits and things like that, but that's not true. So, you really considering yourself and thinking us, and I told my client this last night, I was like, you got to think of your business as an entrepreneur. We always think like, oh, I need to help people. How many of you guys are life coaches and y'all made that mistake in the past where you feel so bad for people that you're undercut your programs, you charge $20 a month, but you're meeting with people every week? I just, Elaine, I think she's on here. She told me that yesterday she spoke with a young lady because she does a lot of things with helping entrepreneurs scale their businesses by making sure they never run out of money, because a lot of entrepreneurs always run out of money before the end of the first year, and that's how they end up going back to the workforce. But she was talking to a young lady, and the young lady was like, oh, I'm about to launch a membership site. And hey, Catherine Ann, and Elaine was like, well, how much is it? She was like, oh, I'm going to charge them $9 a month. That's exactly what I did. I was like, girl, that's crackhead prices. Come on, y'all. That is crackhead prices. I think that's lower than crack. What's lower than a crackhead? I don't know what's lower than crackhead. Whatever is lower than a crackhead, that's what it is. $9 a month. And no. Listen, y'all. That's not even done. Thank you, meth head prices. Thank you for 20. That's meth head prices. And then I'm not even done, y'all. I'm not even done. Hey, Trina. She said, I said, well, what is this lady offering? Is she just offering like maybe an ebook, or you get an ebook every month, or a pre-recorded video? She said this girl was is meeting with her clients, doing weekly calls, weekly coaching calls every week for $9 a month. And I didn't even waste my time, y'all, going on my calculator to do my ghetto math and figure out how much is that a day. I did not even waste my energy, because normally that's what I do. I'm like, let me go on my calculator and see how much this girl is paying herself a day. She is building a sweatshop business. I don't think them little kids in the sweatshops makes that less of money. I'm sorry, no shade, no tea. No shade, no tea. I'm just being honest. So a lot. Listen, y'all. And here's what the whole caveat of this whole thing. I know exactly what type of coach she's working with, and I know that her coach was the one who told her just offer a product at any price. Just get them to say yes. Don't need math to see that don't add up. It just don't add up. That sucks. That sucks. And then, girl, and then my Elaine told me, she was like, oh yeah, she this young lady, the $9 coach, she asked my my client to if she can do a training in her $9 a month course. I said, what's she going to pay you for that? $1 to come in once a month and do a training? Because when you look at it, if you're charging $9 a month, whether you use Stripe or PayPal, they're taking $2. Okay, hands down. Whether you Stripe it, so that's $7. So you're not really. People think, oh, my course is $5K, right? But they're not looking at, PayPal and Stripe. They're gonna get their 25+%. Okay, so now you got $7 per person. No, bye, girl, bye. So I said, honey, boo boo, you need to get as far away for that young lady as possible. I would not even join any of her groups, any of her masterminds, nothing. Because what you guys have to understand, you got to be around entrepreneurs that charge high. Y'all seen the difference in my business. I ain't lying. When I went from one mentor to another mentor that is leveling up, like this woman is on podcasts, TV shows, traveling all over the world. You know what I'm saying? And I started to get around that. Everything changed in my business. A lot of what we do every day does have a lot to do with the strategies and systems that we put in place for our lives and our business, but it also has a lot to do with the networks that we're affiliated with, that people are looking at, because they're not just looking at you, they're looking at your network too. Well, who is in her network? Who is she always collaborating with, partnering with? Trina is on here. Trina, I don't know if you mind if I talk about this, but she reached out to me and I said, listen, sis, let's upgrade these guests on your show. Let's upgrade these guests on your show. And my mentor had to tell me that a while ago. Yeah. And I said, in order to soar, you have to surround yourself around revenue. You have to surround yourself around revenue, Madai, and you have to raise your prices. No one should be working with you in any capacity unless they're paying $1,000 or more. And it's not you being arrogant, and it's not us feeling like we're all that in the bag of chips, which we are, but it's us monetizing what we know and charging our worth. Women have the biggest problems charging their worth. I was talking to a man a couple of months back, and he offers a program that's $5,500. And I was like, how long you been doing this? He's like, I just launched that this year. I said, what? See, we so scared of that $5,500 price. And I know this because I work with clients. I work with y'all all the time. And whenever I say 997, 5K, 2,500, it's like, ugh. See, we want the world, but we cheat with our prices. You cannot want the world and then charge $9. You cannot want the world and then charge $25 a month. Your desire has to match your prices. Let me repeat that for the cheap sheets. Your desire has to match your prices. If you want to make $1 million in the next 12 months, that means nothing that you're doing should be lower than $2,500 a person. Let's just be honest. It has to match your desire. Where the money is to prove, it just has to match your desire. Hands down, period. And I believe on a aspect of being a colored woman, a lot of times we don't have that confidence. We take what people give us because we feel that we deserve that. We feel that if somebody gives me a little bit, that's all I deserve. And if I ask for anything more than that, then I'm going to sound like I'm just like this holier than thou type of person. Yeah, and people may judge you on that as well. People may tell you, "Oh, you need to prove to me of this, that, and third." You don't got to prove nobody. No, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody. Let me just say that. You go off of your own dreams, aspiration, and goals. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody. I had people in my life tell me, "Oh, Letitia, is what you're doing really work?" I don't got to prove nothing to you. Just watch me. Just watch me. Just watch me. I don't have to prove nothing. People say whatever it is that they want to say. When you watch them and see what they do, that's the proof. Period. And I'm only saying that because I have a little troll on here on Periscope. Point blank, period. Watch me. People would, that's one thing. That's how you're gonna get gypped, okay? And everything you do in life. I promise you, you will. Because you want people to tell you, to prove to you, but you don't want to watch them. I'm just saying. You threw a question out there and I answered it. You got to be careful what you throw out there. You got to see what you don't get mad what you get back. And I'm just saying, I'm really saying this to help you. See, real people, even when I come really hard at it, they know that I'm helping them. I'm saying this to help you. Don't take people's words. And I've done this in the past. I'm only saying this because I wasted thousands of dollars in the past 6 years because I was hearing people doing me lip service. And once I got inside, they did not deliver anything that they promised. Well, if you're going to say you're broke, high 247, and you're going to be broke forever, I don't speak that type of energy on my business. So I encourage you to stop saying that word, I'm broke, because then you're always going to say I'm broke. Change your vocabulary and it will change the trajectory of your life and your business. Change that. I do it too. I used to say, oh, I live from paycheck to paycheck. I stopped saying that. And once I stopped saying that, my life changed. It's the words that we throw out there in the universe is what we're going to get back. And it's so funny. I just posted this on my Facebook just now. I said, what you put out there is what you get back. What you put out there is what you put back. If you're going to talk about doom and gloom, then that's all you're going to get. If you're going to talk about what the things that you don't have, then you won't get anything. Okay? So I'm going to let you marinate on that for a little bit. I hate when people call me when I'm going to let you marinate on a little bit. Okay, so awesome. Trina said your desire has to match your prices. It has to. Your desire has to match your prices. Hands down, point blank, period. Your desire has, and thank you for the compliment. Thank you very much. Okay, your desire has to match your prices. Number 3 is that you have to know what your dreamy client's hot button is, right? You have to agitate that hot button. You have to know what gets them to buy your product or your service. If you don't know what gets people to roll out their credit cards and pay you, you're not going to make the sales in this industry. You're just not. You should have a list written down of what actions or phrases or scripts, right, that you need to stop working in that company because that's not going to make you money. I'm just being honest. You need to figure out and write down what gets people to act, what gets people to move. Okay, that's what you need to write down, because if you don't know what gets people to roll out their credit cards, how are you going to convince them to do it? Like, this is why my clients love me. Because when they come to me with an idea, I say, is that idea in demand? This is where my sales skills come in. Because if the idea that you have in mind or the course that you want to launch, if it's not in demand, nobody's going to buy it. What is in demand? And we talked about that last night inside of my 12-week course. Is all about what is not so much about what is trending now, because trends go and come. It's really about what are people gravitating towards right now in this market right now in this quarter. What is it that people want, need, and have to have? What is their pain point? What are their needs? What are their hot spots? That's that you have to really sit back and figure out. So that way, when you're having conversations with people, you know what to say, you know what not to say. When they throw their fear barriers in their face, you absolutely will shut all those things down. It's just facts, absolutely facts. So listen, everyone, I'm about to have a free training tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't come, that's fine. All you have to do is register, and I will gladly send you guys out the replay. So how to register is that you go to bit.ly/LC free training 2019. Again, that's bit.ly/LC free training 2019. And let's recap really quickly, guys. Number one is that you got to know the needs of your dreamy client. You got to know what their pain points are, and you have to know their hot spots. And I really know for sure that if we sit down and start reanalyzing, are we hitting all their needs? Are we hitting all their pain points? Are we hitting all their hot spots? You know, you may be hitting all their needs and their pain points, but you're not good with closing. You may not, let's just be honest, you may not be that good with closing. You may not be that good with touching their pain points so bad that you're reaching their hot spot. You may not be good. And if that's the case, you have to learn. You need to get somebody that's going to teach you how to hit those hot spots so that you can convert at a higher level. Absolutely. You got to learn that stuff because it's important. And again, I see so many people build amazing programs, but they don't know how to sell it. They don't know how to sell it. And you got to know how to sell what your offer is. You just have to. You got to know how to sell it better than anybody else. I see a lot of entrepreneurs that hire a sales team, but in order for you to hire a sales team, you have to train them on how to sell your product, your service. You just have to. All right. So listen, everyone, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hop on over to bit.ly/LC free training 2019 to get registered. Another thing that I'm going to do, guys, when you go to that link, right, you're going to be able to pre-register for all 7 trainings that I'm going to have this year. So every month I do a free training, and I'm giving you guys the opportunity to register one time. And that will get you to register for all of our trainings for the rest of the year. So you don't have to worry about going to a different link every single month. Doesn't that sound awesome? I think that sounds awesome. Also, inbox me, guys, here on Facebook. My mentor, Rhonda Renee Swan, is going to have an amazing broadcast tonight. She's going to be talking about how to create an irresistible offer. It's going to be amazing sauce. It's going to be awesome. I hope you guys are already registered. If you're not, definitely reach out to me immediately so I can give you the information. Thank you, Trina. Trina said, thanks for the incredible info. You are welcome, Mama. You're welcome. I'm actually going to be on Trina's show this week, Trina Marie. I'm going to be on her show this week. I think it's going to be at 9 o'clock Thursday, right, Trina? Let them know, sis. Is it going to be at 9 o'clock this Thursday? I'm so excited. Trina Marie is the founder and CEO of Whisking Mamas, and she's amazing. I think it's going to be on Thursday, but I'll give you guys more information about that tomorrow. But if you haven't done so already, go to bit.ly/LC free training 2019. And I would definitely just send you guys out an email about Trina's show. Yes. All right. That's all I have for you guys today. I will be back on tomorrow. I don't know what time, but you guys definitely got to join us at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight for my mentor, Rhonda Renee Swan, live broadcast. And if you want more information about that, you guys can just go to swanlinks.com. Go to swanlinks.com to register for her live. She's going to be talking to you guys about how to create an irresistible offer. It's going to be amazing and awesome. So go to that link, swanlinks.com, to register. Next Thursday. Okay, Trina said next Thursday. Absolutely. I got to put that on my calendar. I'm so mad because I bought a whole pack of these dry erase markers, and all of them are dry because my kids would use them. And I just realized that now. I was trying to filling my calendar, that's a personal problem. All right, guys. See y'all later. Bye.